to help, like
I
those are my
want you to be
parents.
able to help, hon,
Yeah.
but you're not helping, you're hurting.
Mhm.
Because you guys have woven together a situation that is not good for any of you. And
Mhm.
that can happen. You can do the wrong thing out of a good heart, right? And you got a great
Mhm.
heart. You're trying to help your dad. And I appreciate you doing that. That's good. That's a good man, okay? Trying to help your mom. And you're living there, so you feel like you owe them because you do. That's okay. I get all of that. That's fine.
But basically, all the debt you're
But
feeling are these two cars.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's basically all of it,
If you
Jay.
didn't have the Denali payment, your life all of a sudden starts working again.
Alright guys, Dave Ramsey takes a call that sounds like an easy fix, but one shocking confession changes everything. As the caller reveals more, the financial mistakes become more brutal, and Dave Ramsey delivers a reality check without any sugarcoating. Breaking it down on Debt Disaster Daily. Subscribe for more financial chaos. I know there's like 99% of y'all who have yet to be subscribed who are watching the channel, so drop that sub button, hit those likes up, and we'll jump right in.
Still currently live with my parents. I am $35,000 to $45,000 in debt. That's with credit cards, two vehicle loans, and personal loans. And I make roughly $3,200 to $3,500 a month. I work two jobs, and I'm going to school. And I'm just, very overwhelmed, and I just feel like I'm financially behind in life.
Wow. So did you say you had two car debts?
Yes. It's a 2021 Hyundai Elantra and a 2018 Denali. The Elantra, I have about $11,000 left on it. The Denali, I have $21,000 left on it.
Are you married?
And I am not.
Why do you have two cars?
The 2021 Hyundai Elantra is mine. The 2018 Denali is my father's. He is disabled, so he is on a fixed income, and he had no vehicle. He had one, but that broke down on him, and we both needed reliable cars. So that, I believe, looking back on it, was too much of a burden to take on.
Yeah, you need to sell it. You can't afford the Denali. It's one of your problems. What's the nature of your father's disability, hon?
He has nerve damage, and he has severe arthritis in his hands. So,
and what
some days
you said you're living with your parents. Your mom is involved too?
Yes, she is the only one working.
What does she
besides
make?
me. She makes 20 an hour.
Okay, and your dad has disability income coming in, I assume.
Yes.
Is it just SSI, or was he military, or?
It's SSI, but I guess something came up. They said that my mom makes too much money, so they're threatening to cut it off.
No, there's not a thing where the spouse makes too much money if someone's permanently disabled.
The fuck? What is wrong with these corporations, man? What? In what way does that make any sense? That's crazy, man. That's messed up.
Your mom can make $800,000 a year, and your dad still gets his disability SSI. So that somebody's confused somewhere on the messaging. Okay, so here's the deal. Your dad's income from disability and your mom's $20 an hour adds up together to determine what kind of car they pay cash for. And they manage their lives. They're like grown-ups and stuff. And the Denali's gone. You are way too broke to be supporting other people. That's why you're stuck.
How does that hit you, Jay?
It hits me, but I've seen it, and I've looked at the numbers. I've known it for a while, and it's like, a realization.
Yeah.
And
I'm just the mean guy that said it all out loud.
Well, it just, hurts because I want to help. Like,
I
those are
want
my
you to be
parents.
able to help,
Yeah.
but you're not helping, you're hurting. Because you guys have woven together a situation that is not good for any of you. And that can happen. You can do the wrong thing out of a good heart, right? And you got a great heart. You're trying to help your dad. And I appreciate you doing that. That's good. That's a good man, okay?
That's mad respect right there, helping your parents out, because it's crazy how they gonna end up in that situation right there. Wow.
Trying to help your mom. And you're living there, so you feel like you owe them because you do. That's okay. I get all of that. That's fine.
But basically, all the debt you're
But
feeling are these two cars.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's basically all of it.
If you
Jay.
didn't have the Denali payment, your life all of a sudden starts working again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And then we begin to work extra like a crazy man and clear up the credit card debt, clear up your little $11,000 car debt. And you'd be debt free in, gosh, about a year.
Mm-hmm.
But because you don't have any overhead, you're not paying rent, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. I mean, and you're buying some food maybe and stuff for the house and maybe paying a light bill or something, but you don't have much overhead. So, basically we're talking about, $2,500 a month, which is $30,000 a year that you could be throwing at debt. And that means you're debt free in a year. Of course, we're getting rid of the Denali too, but that's part of the equation. But yeah, once that's gone and you do these things, and then mom and dad scratch together a little bit of money and they go buy a $5,000-$6,000 car. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with a $5,000 or $6,000 car. You can get a lot of car for $5,000 or $6,000. It's not pretty, but it's reliable.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not trying to win any sex appeal jobs anyway. They aren't at their age. They don't need to pick up a date. They're fine. So, I mean, it's, it's it. So, and then you start working to get out on your own, and you can emotionally support them and coach them and be there for them and drop by dinner occasionally for them and that kind of stuff. And then you start your own life, and that's going to be the best thing ever happened to them and to you.
How will that conversation go with your parents, Jay?
I think it will go very well. I think,
Good.
Yes, I have a great relationship with my parents, and my dad is always telling me that he wants me to win. He wants me to do better than he did. So
Okay, good. Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's a very supportive environment.
And how
That's
much
very
is
good.
that payment a month?
Which one?
The Denali.
The Denali is $508.
Yep.
Wow, really? Okay. I would have guessed double. Okay, but just the same. So yeah, I don't think it's good for them to have that burden, and I know it's not good for you. The car the car was you had a valid need, and you purchased about 4 times as much car as you should have, or 5 times as much car as you should have, to cover your dad's need, and then that's when it exposed all this other stuff, because when you put stress on that budget, all the little stupid things are really exposed then. You can kind of get away with those and forget about them until you put stress on it.
And I could see how it's $21,000 Denali, versus a brand new $90,000, right? So he's probably thinking in his head as he's doing it, oh, this is a good deal. Okay, it's not crazy. Like but here's the problem: are these small purchases that we make start when we justify them. You put them in the whole picture of your math, and a $500 car payment making, what was it, $3,500 a month?
Yeah.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Starts to $40,000 a year for a $20,000 car.
Eating away. Yep. With another $11,000 car.
And another $11,000 car and credit card debt. Yeah. So that's what you got to do. So hang on, Jay. I'm going to send you a copy of the book, The Total Money Makeover, that shows you exactly how to do the baby steps that we talk about here. And we're also going to sign you up for Every Dollar, for our budgeting app, and it'll hold your hand as you walk through this process. But beans and rice and beans, and what'll happen is you'll get a new level of energy when you have a clear path and you can map out, I'm going to knock that debt off, and then I'm going to knock that debt off, and then I'm going to knock that debt off, and then by this date I'm going to be completely free, and then I'm going to save my good 3 to 6 months down payment, and by somewhere in that timeline is when you decide you're going to move out on your own, and all of these things come together. And you get out on your own and you're debt free and you got $10,000 in the bank, you're a different guy. It puts you in a whole different world.
And what's wild is all that can happen in 18 months.
Less.
Being debt free and saving up $10,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right. Good point.
Yeah, that is a perfect way to end it. And this concludes with an interesting moral of the story. So, if you have parents who have been supporting you, who have been feeding you, raising you, doing whatever it takes to make sure you succeed, the last thing you should do is drown yourself into debt and do some stupid shit. And honoring those parents who actually want to see their sons, daughters supersede themselves. Make them proud by being financially free. Make them very proud by being financially free, and also ensuring that perhaps their last few years or their last years of their life will be the greatest years of their lives because you decided to become wealthy. You decided to be more financially free. You decided to work your ass off, pay all the debt, pay everything, and make sure that your parents are guaranteed to enjoy their last bit of life with you. That, to me, is the most beautiful thing you can do. And I've said it before. Aside from getting cars, aside from getting a bunch of material shit, the greatest thing you could do is invest in your parents and ensuring that they actually get to live a nice life. Whether they're 50, 60, 70, if they're still alive, might as well, right? And they could pass on happily knowing that their son and daughter made it in life. That's the greatest thing I think a son and daughter could possibly do. That's how I see it. But thank you guys for watching. This is the Disaster Daily. Subscribe for more financial chaos and truths, and we're out.